Hey there, I'm Sean Collins. I'm the esports reporter with the Dallas Morning News, and I cover OpTic Texas of the Call of Duty League. And I thought I'd just go through my Major 3 predictions. Major 3 is happening in Toronto. It starts Thursday. OpTic Texas plays at 6:30 against the Florida Mutineers. And I thought I'd just go ahead and go through all of my picks for this weekend just to have fun. I really am expecting this bracket to be blown up within the first day. So I'm not putting my absolute heart and soul into this. I'm just going to have some fun with it. If you like this kind of content, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment. But just going straight into it, I think Rocker wins 3-1. That 5-0 was for real. I think they look fantastic with Havoc, and they beat good teams on the way to going 5-0. Those weren't any cupcake squads. I think that Rocker looked good, and they're going to win 3-1. Ultra versus Faze. I think this might be my boldest prediction, is thinking Ultra is going to beat Faze in this first round, so I go ahead and put 3-2, but there will be a rematch later. OpTic versus Florida. I think that OpTic wins that 3-1. They've learned from their mistakes at Major 2. They're not going to pick that bouquet hard point. They might lose that search or something along those lines. Maybe the control gets a little bit funky, but either way, I think OpTic wins 3-1. Seattle versus Subliners. I do think Subliners have been a good team as of recent. I'm going to give them the 3-2, but I could see that match going either way. Before getting into those round 2, I'm going to go to the losers bracket first. I think the Boston Breach get knocked out nice and early here. This is going to be their toughest stretch of the season. Will be these qualifier matches and then this match. Going into that one below, sorry Paris Legion, you're playing against Atlanta Faze. I mean, like, maybe the Legion get a map, but that's a win for Faze. Florida Mutineers, they're going to 3-1 the Gorillas. I do think it's possible they could 3-0 the Gorillas, but LAG might sneak in a search. Seattle and London. I do think Seattle wins that one 3-2. London's going to make a little bit of noise and make it a match. But Seattle's going to take that final search map. LA Thieves versus Atlanta. LA Thieves is going to get knocked out right here. Atlanta Faze is going to win that one 3-1. Florida Mutineers, Seattle Surge. I think Seattle wins that one 3-1. But I do think that these two teams are like the Spider-Man meme where they're pointing at each other. That's how I feel about these two squads. They're both so streaky good, streaky bad. New York Subliners, Atlanta Faze. I think Faze is going to continue going through this tournament, as you'll see later. I think Faze wins 3-2. Ultra versus Surge. Ultra move on. Going on to this elimination round, then I'll get back up to the winners bracket. Faze and Ultra. I think it's going to be Faze 3-1. As you probably could tell from the bottom, I think OpTic is going to beat the Subliners 3-1. I could see maybe a 3-2, but OpTic played so poorly against the Subliners. It's probably the worst series of the season out of Shotzi. Probably not going to happen again. ProLoop made some mistakes as well. But Minnesota versus Toronto, I think Minnesota wins that one. They're going to continue playing well. Moving forward, if I can ever get this thing to move. OpTic versus Minnesota. I think OpTic wins 3-1. Minnesota's good, but I don't think they're as good against teams like OpTic. Same thing going down for Faze. I think this is ultimately going to come down to the two best teams in the league. I know that's a pretty safe prediction, but I do say that this one goes to 9. I think that Atlanta's gonna put a lot into this one, and that 5-4 I think is going to be optimistic for Faze. I still think that Faze is a really good team. I just think that OpTic is better. They have a better map pool, and their players show up in these series against Faze. So those are my predictions.